Hey guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm here with the new prompt from Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, doing the Christmas one. I'm very excited to be starting this. I found this beautiful book, which, the spine, I'm going to have to work on that. I've cut out some of the base, and I've done, I think I've got 14 maybe, and the original book has actually got some beautiful pictures of deer and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty ironic. I might use that to cover the front and the back. I really like it. How gorgeous is that? So I'll probably do a combination of winter and Christmas theme. I'm going to do the deer for this one, and once I did the video last night, Rachel's, I hadn't even seen Sarah's yet. I thought I'm going to get out some fabrics and stuff. Originally I'd started with this, and then I was going to put that over there, and then I got this stencil, and I thought I'm going to have some of these trees and stuff in the background, which I just inked in with distress. Well, first I did that, the oxide, and it wasn't dark enough, so I went over with the distress ink, and I just put it on some of this. It's just sort of a bit of plain fabric, which I also stamped this gorgeous little deer. This little deer packet's so cute. So that's why I thought I'm going to do a deer. It sort of relates to Christmas. And then I'm going to put this tree on there like that. And then what I'm going to do to stitch it down, so rather like doing sort of a very small canvas stitch in this colour, so you sort of see it but you don't, just going up and down with the running stitch to hold it down, and then I'll probably maybe sew some of these. Like, I like the idea of having those bits and pieces. With the deer, I coloured it in with my Inktense pencils, and also used white gel pen and pigment ink marker. So I thought I wanted the white to be a little bit standing out, and that's done in the same fabric. So when I stitch around the outside, probably with a very thin stem stitch or whatever, it'll blend in a little bit, but I love how it just looks so cute. And I thought, well, I stamped it both in the black and the brown. I thought the brown looks a little bit better. So the colours I used were mustard. Where's the mustard? Oh, I think that is the mustard. And then I went over it with sort of like a burnt earthy colour. And it even got a bit of white and it's bark, but I think it was outliner, that's the one. So yeah, did it with the mustard first, and then went over the bits and pieces with that. So yeah, you can use coloured pencils for colouring in fabric, and then I ironed it so it sort of seals it in a little bit, but this is not going to go to waste. I'll probably use that on another panel. And then I thought, when I stitch all that down, like, I want to do something else. Like, I watched Sarah's after that, and sort of, your brain starts thinking. Here's a tag that I did for my Journal of Stitchery. It was October last year, but I don't know, I don't think I'm going to incorporate the tag into it. I might just do a panel, just the page. So I was thinking I wanted to do like you're peering out of a window, so I'm going to probably maybe couch some of that on around the outside, and then I'm going to do, like, this is a bit of the curtaining on the top, just to give it a little bit of something. Curtaining, plus I got some of this vintage lace that I got off a doily or something, whatever it is, so that might even be popped underneath there. There we go, so that, like, there's a little bit of curtaining that'll go over the top. And I think for the window pane I might use that, like, I'm going to go cut that out, and I have one going across and one going the other way, so we have a little bit of a theme. I quite like that idea. So, but first things first, here's my little, oh, I'm such a mess. There it is, grab that. And I'm going to just sew this down. Also highlighted the trees and everything with just some of this. I did that last night roughly, which in hindsight I look at it, well, if I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to do a running stitch, not anything too fancy. So cute. Okay, that's holding it down. But stick some pins in the actual trees, might be able to keep them in while I'm doing the running stitch. And I've got a box of bits and pieces too, like I bought this last year. This is really cute fabric. This fabric here, that's left over from Woodland Journal. I actually had this in some of my packs that I've got. That's what the green pack that I've got, which has got threads and stuff. So you know, I've still got some of them left. That's so gorgeous. So and I bought a pack from Lisa, so it's got these beautiful colours in there. I loved it because I loved that piece. Just all bits and pieces, gingham, and I've also got a bag tucked around here with all other bits and pieces. I bought a little pack from a shop with some, you know, the reds. So, and I found these, how cute. So I love the cow. So we've got quite a few pages that we're going to be making, so I could use any of these. I like these because they look like little gnomes rather than Santa Claus. So yeah, and I've got quite a few other bits and pieces, so yeah, but I really hope to use some of that. I think that's really cute. It's sort of like the same but really Christmassy. But for this one, I'm just going to, always like it with the first page, make it a little bit special. Okay. Ugh, that's a horrible, get rid of that pen. Look at that, rusty. Had it too long, I think. Anyway. So I think, where did I get this from? I just got it online somewhere, so I can't remember. That was when I was doing my scrapbooking days. Yeah, but it would be easy to get this effect, you know, just do a few straight lines and get the pen out and maybe do some there, maybe along here. Okay, that should be all right. I'll just put one along here as well. Okay, now so I'm just going to wrap this bit of thread. Hopefully we're in camera. And I might grab just not a real big thread. red. The only trouble is you get everything out and it's such a mess. Yeah. So I hope you guys are excited about this prompt. I've watched Treasures with Corinne, I think it is. She's a Australian girl from Queensland, and she's had a brilliant idea of making a bunting and all that kind of stuff. If I remember, I might link her below because it's a great idea. She actually owns a Christmas shop, and you can really tell. So yeah, she's all enthused. So if anybody knows anything about Christmas, it's her. So following her process in it would probably be worth it. Now, just gonna go along here. I might start in there so we don't have the knot on the top. Back. I'm just going to do a tiny little running stitch. So, and that'll hold it down. And it'll be done fairly quickly, as you can see. Already got rid of my first thing. I wonder if I can zoom it in a bit. Probably better. There we go. Not that there's too much to see at this point. Oh, apart from me pricking myself. I got these fake nails in one of the videos you saw. I got these fake nails and they have completely wrecked my nails. So I'm waiting for them to grow out. Because I thought, oh, you know, my nails used to grow long enough, but they weren't very strong. So, yeah. But I thought I'll put these things on, but I don't know whether they work too well because they've just wrecked my nails. Let's see, all chipped and oh well, live and learn, eh? So someone actually recommended you just get that oh, what is it, nail stuff for hardening your nails, like super strength nail polish. Oh, I think that sort of goes a little bit off to the side. Oh well. There we go. Because I had to put that on there like that and then go like that, then this part here didn't always match up. It's alright, I'm going to still keep it straight even though it goes in. See, I've made it too long. So, it's going to be very nice seeing what everybody else is doing. I really like Sarah's idea of the multicoloured that she's done. I've got that book too, it's very inspiring. Yeah, I sort of don't want to do too much like same, so like to make the first page a little bit special, so it's like a little window into what we can, you know, the next pages are going to be like. So okay, I'll go along here, put that over a little bit. Bring it over, so I'll probably pause it here and then I'll come back when this is done. Okay, because you've got the drift of what I'm doing. Well, I'm back again. I've done the stitching and I think it looks pretty good. Over arms it's the stitching, and I thought I did left a little bit of the gaps where the branches went out a little bit, because I might go back there. I stuck the deer down just with a running stitch around that as well, and then I've pinned this down, and I've got it up a little higher because I've gotten this sari silk, which I have, because it's a bit thick, so I ripped it in half and I've got two pieces, which I'm going to sort of gather up a little bit, and that's going to go there for the window pane. So one side and then I'll do the other. So before I do anything else, stuff everywhere, my room is a mess, I tell you. I'll probably couch that down, but I was thinking I will put that here first. Actually, I need to grab a bit of this, and because it's on a bit of an angle, because it's from a doily, it has come on a bit of an angle. Wait a minute. Sort of don't really want it cut up the end bits, but I may have to. There we go, but that's going to be covered up by some of the window pane anyway. So what I'll do here is I'm going to my glue stick. Actually really like seeing that. Let's see it. Yeah, there we go. See a little bit of that. Actually, might even glue that down. And I'm going to see those little holes there. Probably stitch it down. Follow those little holes. Now it seems a little weird that I've got this here now, but it won't when I have the window pane on there, which will be really cute. So it's going to be like that. I'm umming and ahhing whether I do the window pane like this and that in that colour. Might work a little better. We'll see. But for now, we are going to stitch this on. I was going to stitch it through those holes, but I can't really see them now. So I will just do a quick running stitch. I like that you can see a little bit of the this on the bottom, which is what I wanted. And then I'm going to do I'm just going to come across there and do green and maybe some white and do some French knots in there just to hold the deer down as well. This is just an old machine thread. Normally I don't use such thin thread, but it just seems to be working, and it's thin but it's really thick, strong, because it's an old vintage thread. Okay. So it's sort of like a deer but a Christmassy theme, because it's looking outside the window and this is a bit of a Christmassy tree, and you can see some of the blue, but doesn't matter. By the time I stitch some of the green over that, you probably won't get to see it. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now I was going to stitch on the top there, but what I was thinking, because I've got to stitch it into my book anyway, is when I stitch, here's my book, there's my page. I was thinking, like I'll stitch all that and everything else down, but when I stitch this on, I might stitch it onto the actual page, and that way it'll hold it down as well, and that'll save me having to stitch it on, stitch in the page later. So that'll be the last thing that I do. So I probably don't really now. I might stitch something across here and maybe going across, but yeah. So I'll do all the outside stitching, so you've got a bit of an idea what it's going to look like. So I'll stitch those on last. At least that's being held down to the page, which is really good. And I may even come back, like I'm going to do some French knots on here to highlight maybe the nose as well, and come in and do a couple of, I like that this is loose, just white or cream French knots to represent snow in the background as well. So I think that is going to look rather cute. So yeah, I like that. So in the next one, I mean, this will probably only do the one video of each, because we're going to get 2 prompts, but I quite like that. I think that's going to look really cute, like a little window scene with a deer on the outside peering out the window. You can sort of see the wood. I may come back in and do that, but I like that it's down. So okay guys, well, I'll catch you later, and you will see the finished page in the next video. Now I'm just wondering whether that should come up underneath. because the curtains usually go on the top, don't they, of the window. Probably should have thought of that before I stitched it down, but I'll probably just come underneath anyway. It's a good idea. Okay guys, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.